Well, count my lucky stars. How fortunate am I to be sweating out here on the trail on this beautiful day. By Jupiter, what have we found? That is the red clover. This is Trifolium 1, 2, 3 pratense. That's the threefold. Pratense means meadow, of the meadow or of the field. The threefold of the field. But what luck have we here? Turn that around. What is that? That's a fourth leaf right there. This is a 4-leaf clover. Ho, 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 ho. How lucky am I? One of the things that I think about when I see this plant is the color magenta. You know, point to magenta on the color spectrum. Where is it? It's not there. What, you're telling me that's an imaginary color? That's right. The thing about magenta is that, to me, it represents a manifestation of inner tension. It arises between polarities. It's an outcome of the inner experience becoming real in this realm. And I think it's also symbolic of the human ability to bring what is unseen, you know, something of polarity between the purple spectrum and the red spectrum. And that's what our eyes put together there. So it's symbolic of bringing what's unseen into manifestation. And that which arises subjectively through interaction of light perception. Another great signature of the red clover in medicine is this little demarcation right there. See that little chevron pointing to? It's a little chevron right here. You can see it in these more broad leaves right here. Let me take this one off if you don't mind, since you got leaf to spare. Let's see if I can get that to focus there. Yeah, it's a little hard for me to tell on my phone right now because it's so sunny out. But that marcation right there is one of the ways, a signature of saying that it's walling off matter in the body. It's making a incision around a particular material. And so we work with red clover for cyst, or to assist the body in cysting off offending toxins. Kind of bag it up. It's like, you know, when you're doing a remodel in your house and the contractor, when they get done cleaning up, they put all the waste products in one of those big contractor bags. That's what this is doing for our body. It's putting all that waste material into a contractor bag. Cyst, or assisting with the cyst, is a way of cutting off that from the rest of the material. We could also say it's making a decision. That's what decision means, cutting off. And this is why I love the symbolism of red clover connected to the right foot in the biofield. The right foot asks, where are we going? What are we standing on? Where are you headed to? Where are you going with this? You might ask somebody. How are you going to get there? It speaks to our actions that we take and the risk that we take, and being able to have the clarity to step forward. I also think of, like, you know, we're basically just a pole, and life and time is just moving around us. It's almost like the eschaton pulling us towards it. So I also see this as a signature, not just for walling off the offending material in the body, but also as chevrons, as in a direction. It's a directional, speaking to directions. You know, if you were going on a road and you were to see these marks on a road, you would be like, okay, I'm going that way. But this one says that way, or that way. It's actually telling you right here, this is the place. The right foot, I also think is about taking the leap of faith. This is the leap of faith foot, following the path, wherever it may lead. This is where a lot of times fear is found, is in the right foot, is getting out of the known zone. Another thing too, when we talk about feet, a lot of times we think about grounding. And grounding is a simultaneous process of our counter rotational, the spinning of our fields. So on one hand, maybe we could say, relating more to plantain in the left foot, is about sucking up that negative charge of the earth, right? That's one part of grounding. The other part of grounding is releasing excess charge back to our earth. I always like to tell clients when I recognize that they have a lot of extra charge in their body that needs to be released, to put their feet on the ground and that Mother Earth recognizes our footprint. There's a saying, an old farm saying, that the best fertilizer is a farmer's footsteps. Well, this plant is also a great fertilizer. It's taking the nitrogen from the air and it's putting it up. It's synthesizing it into the ground. So it has this great way of bringing what's unseen into the realm of what can be used for others, for all the plants around. All plants need nitrogen, but they can't access it, and we need some of these fabulous Fabaceae plants to help them with that. So feeling like there's a uphill battle, like you're on a rocky road, feeling maybe a little stuck in how to decide on where to go and what to bring forth from your imagination, then I suggest working with Red Clover in this spiritual way. I love Red Clover for the right foot. This is the archetypical remedy to me that speaks to all of that stuff. So yeah, there's much more to say about Red Clover, of course, when it comes to herbalism. That's what I wanted to mention here. So Kyle, from the field, from the meadow, from the pretense, from the presence, saying, fields up. Ciao for now.